And welcome everyone to the City Ball Diamond here in Heston on a beautiful day for softball. Rusty Witcher with you here on the Lark Network as we are getting closer and closer to this conference game between Labette and your Heston College Larks. Standings in the conference, if we look at this, Labette in second place with a 9-3 mark. The Larks sit in basically a tie. They're in fourth place. There's three teams tied for third with 8-4 records. Larks 7-5 in the conference, 20-11 overall. Labette coming in with a 15-13 record. As we are ready to get this started, you can see we've got the starting lineup for the Larks defensively on the screen. Something we're doing a little bit differently now. It looks pretty good. Labette's starting lineup: Jalen Hayward will bat first. She plays center field, followed by Peyton Nye, the shortstop. Audrey Miller, who is killing the ball for the Cardinals of Labette, and she is fifth in the conference in hitting and batting average and second in the conference in home runs. Fifth in the conference with a .483 batting average. She'll bat third. Julie Hawkins bats in the cleanup spot, plays third base, followed by Jessica Allen, the right fielder, batting fifth. Batting sixth, Gray Holland, and the seventh hole hitter is Rindy Marquez, the center fielder. Erica Reed bats eighth, and Adron Durman, the DP for the Cardinals, batting ninth. On the hill is Victoria Gonzalez. Defensively for the Larks, Lexi in left, Nissa in center, and Cassidy is playing right field on a windy day. It's starting to blow towards right field. It's starting to blow from left field, but it's kind of swirling. Kaylin at third base, Jessie and Paige up the middle at short and second, respectively. Jenna Schneider with a nod over at first base, Sadie Leatherman behind the dish, and on the mound for the Larks is Chelsea Smith. Chelsea just received Player of the Week honors in the Jayhawk Conference. First time a Heston College softball player has reached those honors, so big congratulations to Chelsea. She leads the conference in strikeouts, is second in wins with 12. She's 12-4 on the season. And she is second nationally in strikeouts with 148. So that's where Chelsea's numbers are. She has a ways to go to catch Hardy from Phoenix College, who leads the country in strikeouts with 267. But Chelsea has 148. And you guys, if you're a fan of the Cards, a fan of the Larks, go ahead and text us 620-217-1465 as we're ready to rock and roll. Action from the City Ball Diamond. Game time temperature just a shade under 80 degrees at 78, and Hayward stepping in. First pitch Hayward sees is a ball low. Hayward, the freshman outfielder, 15 for 70, a .214 batting average. As a team, Labette with a .289 batting average. And there's a strike from Chelsea, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. So feel free to text us. We'd love to hear from you if you're a fan of the Larks, fan of the Cardinals, either way. 620-217-1465. Chelsea's pitch drifts outside, and our count 2 balls, 1 strike. And Hayward fouls it back into the fence, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Windy day here. This game was originally scheduled to be played tomorrow, but there's going to be some serious wind and a temperature drop here, as we're on the back side of that bomb cyclone that is raising all kinds of cane out in Colorado, Nebraska, and South Dakota. Chelsea misses upstairs, and our count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chelsea's payoff pitch. Missing downstairs, and a leadoff walk for the Cardinals. Peyton Nye will come to the plate. Nye, 27 for 87 on the season. 3 doubles, a triple, a home run, 12 runs driven in, and a .310 batting average. And we'll see what happens here with Nye and a runner aboard. Hayward has 17 stolen bases, and she takes a pretty good jump over there and backs back. Swing and a miss. Sadie's throw, not in time. And Hayward has the stolen base. The count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. We're even 1-1. There's a good pitch from Chelsea on the count 1-2. As the runner at second base here for the Cardinals on Labette, about a 2.5-hour drive to Parsons. That one missing high, and our count quickly even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up. Jessie calling for it and makes the play. 1 out here in the top of the first for the incredibly dangerous Audrey Miller. 42 for 87, 21 runs scored, 9 home runs, and 37 runs driven in. She's slugging a ridiculous .885 and hitting .483. And Miller takes a strike on the first pitch she sees. A windy day here for softball from the City Ball Diamond. And Miller files it off the fists, and that will drop off the fence. And Miller quickly behind 0-2. See Bethel head coach David Milton in the house this afternoon. That one in the dirt, and that skips away from Sadie. And the go-ahead run just sits 60 feet away. 1-2 our count. And that one too far in. And our count even 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chelsea deals. Swing and a miss. And a big strikeout for Chelsea and the Larks. That's Chelsea's 149th strikeout of the season. 2 away for Julia Hawkins, the cleanup hitter. Hawkins, the second leading hitter on the Labette team, and a .338 clip. Chelsea took something off of that one and paints the lower corner of the zone. That one misses upstairs, and our count even 1 ball, 1 strike. I know the 505 is going to be in the house this afternoon. That one misses inside. And our count 2 balls, 1 strike here to Hawkins. Drifting a little bit low and in, and our count 3-1 to Hawkins. That one popped up, and Chelsea makes a basket catch. Larks get out of trouble after it popped up and 2 strikeouts. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score here from the City Ball Diamond.
Rabbit Rod, Houston, Texas. Brett Heichschmidt, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, CIBOLO, Texas.
Dane Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska.
David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie, Overland Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
And welcome back to the City Ball Diamond here as we're heading to the bottom of the first. Victoria Gonzalez on the mound for the Cardinals of Labette. She's 5-4 on the season from the NJCAA stats. 77 innings pitched and a 309 batting average. Jessie Miranda comes to the plate, leading the conference in stolen bases, tied for third nationally with 31 swipes. And Jessie, the second leading hitter on the Lark team at a .417 clip, 43 for 103. So the lefty stepping in against Gonzalez, and Gonzalez misses high and away. Bottom of one, you guys can text if you want. Feel free, 620. The 505 just did. 505 is in the house. Go Larks. There's a pitch on the outer corner. The count evens up at 1-1 strike. Joined today at the table by DJ Jazzy Reese. Jessie fouls it out of play on the left side, and the count 1-2 strikes. Count 1-2, and Gonzalez deals, and Jessie on the ground. Slow roller gobbled up by 9. Nice throw. Not in time, and Jessie has an infield hit. And the leadoff runner aboard for the Larks for Kaylin Lastly. Kaylin 33 for 97. 2 home runs, 29 runs driven in, and a .340 batting average. Got a text saying, "Hi, Jessie, number 21, go Larks," from Grandpa Mike in California. So, Grandpa Mike's in the house. Hey, Cards fans, you want to text in too? Shout-outs would be great. And Kaylin digs in from the left side of the plate. Kaylin offers at it on the bunt, takes the strike, and that'll bring Jessie back to the bag. She wasn't able to swipe. Kaylin fouls the bunt off, and she's quickly behind 0-2. Kaylin, fly ball, and that will drop foul. She'll get a new chance, much to the tune of Survivor. Okay, lays off the drop pitch. And our count quickly 1-2. Still righty 1-2. Jessie's over there at first base. Then away, bottom of the first here. That's on the ground, and Jessie will take second on the fielder's choice. And that brings up Lexi Avalos. Lex, 38 for 100, batting .380. 2 home runs, 27 runs driven in. She's third on the team in RBIs. So the Larks rolling out the left-handed sticks early. And Lex takes a pitch away. 1 ball. Sun trying to hide behind the clouds. Lex on the ground. Jessie's on her way. Jessie's going to score. And Lex has an RBI single. And the Larks on the board, 1-0. After the ribby single by Lex. And that brings up Sadie Leatherman. Sadie, 23 for 83, 277 batting average, and her first pitch she fouls off down the left side. 6 home runs for Sadie and just 12 RBI. And then Lark's hot stick on deck in Amy Brutato. Sadie fly ball, right center field, and here come the Spoons. Sadie hits one out and hits her 7th home run of the season. 2 tallies there for Sadie, and the Larks now lead 3-0 on the home run. And that brings up Amy Brutato. 3-0 Larks. The Larks continue to tear the cover off the ball. Opposite field shot by Sadie, and brings up Amy. Amy, 456 batting average, 36 for 79, 10 home runs, and 35 runs driven in here for the freshman. And she takes a strike on the first pitch she sees. Amy on the ground, and that will be foul. And Amy quickly behind 0-2. Larks leading 3-0. And that one down in the dirt. And our count 1-2. That went too far outside. And the count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's hard hit on the ground, booted through the glove of Nye. And Amy aboard on the error. And that brings up Paige Biddle. Hey, move that mixer this way. No, the mixer. That whole thing. Thanks, Reese. One out here for Paige, and Paige steps in. Paige hitting 24 for 76, 316 on the season. 4 home runs, 9 runs driven in for Paige, who says she's from Sacramento, but is not. It's what Reese told me from Folsom. And then Paige takes a strike. Want to get Reese McCurry heated? Mention that. That went too far out. And a count 2-1. Paige fly ball center field, and get off me ball, and Paige hits a bomb, and the Larks continue to put the long ball up as Paige hits a 2-run bomb, and the Larks now lead 5-0 here over Labette. So Paige gets to hit another bomb, and that's 2 home runs in the inning for the Larks. 5 runs now. And Jenna Schneider coming to bat. Check that Boo now going to hit. So Boo comes to stick for the Larks. As they're making a quick substitution here. So Boo steps in. We're in the bottom of the first. 5 runs across, just 1 out here for the Larks. And Boo with her little pre-bat shimmy. And she'll dig in. And Boo takes a pitch high for 1 ball. The 1-0 on the way. There's a strike, and we're even. 1 ball, 1 strike. I wish I had the cool toys that David Middleton had. That'd be fun. That one stays downstairs. And our count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Head coach of the Bethel Threshers here. Checking out both squads. That one missing downstairs. And our count 3-1. Chelsea Smith waits on deck. Boo hitting .358, lined little flare, and that will be gloved by Reed. So 2 outs, but 5 across, and Chelsea Smith coming to bat. Chelsea just 5 of 24, but does have a home run and 9 runs driven in, hitting .208. That is a slow roller towards Reed at second base. Reed plays the ball. Larks, though, tack up 5. We've played an inning here. Larks lead 5-0. We're back after this here on the Lark Network.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from COCHRANVILLE, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from TURLOCK, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potland, Kansas.
And welcome back here to the bottom of the top of the second. Larks hitting 2 home runs in their half of the first. Now lead 5-0. And Chelsea coming, this is Jessica Allen, the right fielder. And Allen, first pitch swinging, fouls it back. And that will hit the top of a car, and it wasn't Ish's car. No, it was not Ish's car. 1 strike here to Allen. That pitch misses upstairs. Our count, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 delivery coming up. And a swing and a miss from Allen. She's quickly behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And And quickly I see cars moving in the parking lot. That one stays outside. And our count 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 fouled back into the fence. And our count still riding 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch stays upstairs. We're full 3-2. Top of the second here from the City Ball Diamond. And that pitch drifting too far inside. And a leadoff walk. That brings up Gray Holland, the first baseman here for the Cardinals of Labette. Holland 18 for 74, 243 batting average. And Holland chases the first pitch she sees for a strike. Fly ball will stay on the infield. Boo makes the play over there first base. And there's one out here. In the second. Randy Marquez coming to bat. Marquez, the center field wind starting to pick up. That one misses high and away. That one fouled back to the fence, and our count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, another foul ball. And Chelsea now ahead 1-2. Fly ball left field. Lex will play it in the wind and makes the play. 2 outs now for Erica Reed. And Reed takes a pitch downstairs, 1 ball. Fly ball on the infield, pops straight up. Kalen calls for it, makes a play. For the second straight inning, the Cardinals get a runner aboard. Can't do anything with it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Larks leading 5-0. Back after this here on the Lark Network.
Rabbit Ride, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dane Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska. David Burzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
And welcome back to the City Ball Diamond as we're into the bottom of the second. Battle of the Birds here. And Nis coming to bat. With Jessie coming up. And we are set here. Larks leading 5-0 here, bottom of 2. Larks right in the middle of the pack. And that pitch high, 1 ball. And a good performance showing for the Larks already in the conference season is they were picked for 11th and are firmly in the middle of the pack, which got to be happy about. This fly ball right field, and coming on is Allen. She'll make the play. Howdy. One away here for Jessie Miranda. And Jessie singled and scored a run as the Larks leading 5-0. And Jessie takes a ball. Ish just throwing food around here. That one downstairs in the dirt to Jessie. And Jessie with 2 balls. No strikes. Yes, Reese. Jessie takes a pitch outside for a strike on her count, 2-1. Got a text saying, "Woohoo, Larks, Lex's mom watching in Cali." All right. Ukiah, California. Jessie on the ground, hard hit! And Jessie, they're saying Jessie was out of the box. So Jessie out of the box for the second out. So Jessie was out of the box for the second out. And so 2 away. So 2 away for Kayla Lastly, with the Larks leading. $5-0. And Kaylee takes a pitch high for 1 ball. Kaylee takes a pitch in her half. That is a strike, and our count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kalen fly ball, it'll get out of play on the right side. And they count 1-2. So the 1-2 delivery. Too far outside, and our count quickly evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kalen batting from the right side this time. And Kalen fouls it off. And the count's still riding 2 balls and 2 strikes. And what's turned into a nice day for softball. That pitch misses outside, and our count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. No. My editor here wanting to do color commentaries. Kaylin, line drive, that could drop, that will drop. Kaylin thinking two. Kaylin on her way, and she will pull into second with a stand-up double. So runner aboard here for Lexi Avalos. Lexi drove in to run her first at-bat. Five nothing here, Larks leading. Lex singled in to run her first at-bat. And Lex fouls one back and on a play. One strike to the sophomore. And probably one of the contenders for Lark Female Athlete of the Year, I would assume. And Lex lays off. And our count, 1 ball, 1 strike. That one high. And the count, 2 balls, 1 strike to Lex. That's a chopper on the ground, gloved by Gonzalez to flip over. No runs here for the Larks. We'll go to the top of the third. Larks still leading 5-0. Back after this here on the Lark Network.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from COCHRANVILLE, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from TURLOCK, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
And welcome back here to the top of the third, Battle of the Birds from the City Ball Diamond here. Just a couple blocks to the north of campus. Last year for this field to be the Larks to play here, as the Larks will be moving to a softball field that will be built on campus. A much needed addition. And the little pop-up bunt, and Kaylin was right there playing in on Durman. And there's one away. I'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Jalen Howard. She drew a walk, stole a base, got to third before she was stranded in the first. And Howard with a healthy swing and takes a strike. Fouled back to the fence. And our count 0-2. That one misses high and away. And our count 1-2. strike three, and the second strikeout of the day for Chelsea. That puts her 150 on the season. And Peyton Nye, who popped up to Jessie in her first at bat, is now stepping into the batter's box. And that is hit, and that comes too far inside. Nye wears it. And Nye is aboard. That one sounded solid. All right, got a text saying don't suck from Corbin and M. All right, cool. Try not to. Oh. Audrey Miller now in. Miller struck out in her first at-bat. Looking to drive in a couple, and that pitch stays a little bit low, 1 ball. Boo's over at first now for the Larks. That's on the ground. Jessie snaps the throw over, and the threat ended as the Larks force the Cardinals to strand another run. We've played 2.5. Larks lead 5-0. Back after this.
Rabbit Ride, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dane Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska.
David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie of One Park, Kansas.
Justin Dern.
And welcome back to the City Ball Diamond. We're heading to the bottom of the third. Sadie Leatherman, Amy Robotato, and Paige Biddle all due up here for the Larks. Sadie went deep in her first at bat, a 2-run shot. And Sadie looking swinging the bat hard as she'll step in. And Sadie takes a pitch down low, 1 ball. That went too far out, and Sadie quickly ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Sadie fly ball, that will hang up in the wind. Hayward cuts in front of Marquez out there at the last second and makes the catch, 1 out. Amy reached on air and then was driven in on Paige Biddle's 2-run home run. But Amy always a threat. And Amy, a line drive ripped into left field. And there's a single for the leading Lark hitter. And one on for Paige. Paige hit a 2-run bomb her last at bat. As she went all spoons on that. And Paige digging in against Gonzalez. And Page takes a strike. Page looks at one down low. And the Folsom, California product has the count 1 ball, 1 strike. You're welcome, Reese. Page line drive, that will tail foul. I think count 1 and 2. Our next event for the Lark Network will be on Saturday, weather permitting, with baseball. Page shoots one, but that will be gloved by Reed. Throw over, not in time to get Amy, lead runner. And 2 away for Boo. So Boo digs in. Boo popped out in her first at-bat. And that one in the dirt, and a good stop by Miller. That one drifting outside, and the count 2 balls, no strikes to Boo. Marks put 5 up in that first inning. Have been somewhat quiet since. There's a strike on the outside corner, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Fly ball, right center field, and Allen will make the play. Lark stranded runner. We've played 3. Larks lead 5-0. Back after this.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from COCHRANVILLE, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from TURLOCK, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
And welcome back here to the City Ball Diamond. Julia Hawkins, Jessica Allen, and Gray Holland all due up here for the Cards. As we're into the top of the 4th. Again, questions, comments, feedback about our live stream, you can get at us. 620-217-1465. Whether you're a fan of Larks, fan of the Cardinals. Let us know who you are, who you're watching, where you're watching from. Hawkins popped out to Chelsea in the first. There's a fly ball, and Lexi came in on, had to go back a step, but an out recorded. Jessica Allen drew a walk in the second. We're in the fourth. Larks lead 5-0. There's a good pitch right down the pipe from Chelsea for a strike to Allen. Allen chases upstairs on a count 0-2, and I bet Ish was jumping out of the way. Ishmael Moye, one of the basketball players, right over here to our left on the bleachers, making all kinds of racket. Fly ball drifting up, and Nis coming in and making the play. 2 outs now here for the Cardinals. Gray Holland popped out to boot. That one missing inside. Sterling Hicks over here at the broadcast table now. Sterling had the best hair on campus for a while, but his mom made him cut it. He told me that yesterday in their baseball game. There's a pitch at the knees of the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one missing downstairs. And our count 2-1 to Gray Holland. That one fouled back to the fence. And our count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ish jumped out of the way of that one too. He did. At least he admits it. At least he admits it. The count 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Gray Holland. Holland fouls that one back and out of play. And that will cross the street. On our count, riding 2 balls, 2 strikes. Change misses outside, and we're full 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. That's hard on the ground. Page the backhand stop, throws over to Boo in time. Cardinals go 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Larks leading 5-0 back after this here on the Lark Network.
Robbie Rod, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, CIBOLO, Texas.
Dane Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska.
David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie of One Park, Kansas.
Justin.
And welcome back here to the bottom of the 4th. As Chelsea Smith, Anissa, and Jessie all due up. And that one misses outside. 1 ball to Chelsea. Chelsea grounded out in her first at bat. Chelsea line drive, and that will drop for a base knock for Chelsea. Jessie singles her way out to first on the frozen rope. And that will bring up Anissa Aguilar. Nis flew out to right field. Larks lead 5-0 here. Nis tries to lay the bunt off, fouls it off. 1 strike to Nis. Nis, 14 for 56, 250 batting average, 3 home runs and 8 driven in for Nis on the season. Nis a little chopper, slow roller. They only play at first base. And Chelsea moves up to... What? Okay, a double play there. So 2 here on the double play. And that's chopped on the ground. Jessie in her last at bat was out of the box. Jess, a little flare. That one in the dirt. And I count 1 and 2. On the ground, up the middle, Jessie with a base hit. And she'll single her way on with 2 outs. Missed the text from Anissa's dad saying, let's go Anissa, love dad. And Kaylin coming to bat. Kaylin doubling her last at bat. It's our count. And Kaylin with the swing. That one missing high. And our count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. That one pops straight up. And going back is Hawkins. Hawkins makes a play. We've played 4. Larks lead 5-0 back after this.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from COCHRANVILLE, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from TURLOCK, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
And welcome back as we're going to the top of the fifth. Larks lead 5-0. And Marquez, Reed, and Derman all due up. Randy Marquez flew out in her first at bat. There's a fly ball, and that will tail down and out of play for a foul ball. One ball here or one strike to Randy Marquez. Got a text from my buddy Ryan in Florida. Hi, Ryan. That one missing upstairs. And I count 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball. Lex going back in. She'll make the play. And 1 out. Erica Reed, the second baseman, popped out in her first at bat. Reed showing a little bit of bunt, but she's going to pull back and fouls it back off of the mask. Looks like it got Sadie in the mask. Bounces back. Ryan in Florida asking us how the weather is. It's spectacular. 78 and wind, a little bit windy, but nothing we're not used to in Kansas, Ryan. Fly ball center field. Nis goes back. Nis with an overhead catch a couple steps in front of the fence. There's 2 away. So Nis catching it. 2 away for Adrian Derman. Derman popped out in her first at bat. And there's a strike from Chelsea to Derman. That one misses upstairs, and our count 1-1. Ryan, how's the weather down in Florida? 1-1. That one misses high and in. And our count 2 balls, 1 strike. That one on the ground. Kalen sweeps it up, throws over, and that's now 1-2-3. As we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Larks lead 5-0. Back after this.
Robbie Rod, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, CIBOLO, Texas.
Dane Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska.
David Burzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
And welcome back as we're into the bottom of the fifth. Lexi, Sadie, and Amy all do up. And Lexi digs in. Lex singled a run in the first, grounded out her in the second, so she's 1 for 2. The third leading hitter on the Lark team, hitting .380. And that one misses inside. Lex quickly ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Lex did a lot of work in the fall and winter for Lark basketball, either keeping the book or working stats. On the ground at Reed. Reed flips over to Holland. And 1 away. Sadie Letterman hit a home run her first at bat. Grounded out in her second. Missed a text there from Nissa's dad saying, "Nice catch, kid." And Sadie fly ball left field, but that will be gloved by Marquez. And there's 2 outs here for the Larks. Amy singled her last at bat. She's 1 for 2. She's reached base twice. Amy has an on-base percentage of .543. That will go up. And Amy takes a pitch high for 1 ball. Amy off the fists. That'll be a pop-up to third. Larks go quickly and quietly. 1, 2, 3. We've played 5. Larks lead 5-0.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from COCHRANVILLE, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from TURLOCK, California.
Caitlin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
And welcome back here to the City of Ball Diamond. As we're heading to the bottom of the top of the 6th, rather. Larks leading 5-0. Take a quick look at our calendar of upcoming Lark events. We'll have, weather permitting, baseball versus Butler on Saturday. And then the 16th, we'll turn right back here and come back to softball versus Sterling. And baseball on the 18th. So, a whirlwind of action. Larks looking to add to their school record. 9 winning streak. Shout out to Boo from your mom. I love you. We'll see you for sophomore night. All right. So the 505 will be in the house. Literally on sophomore night. top of the order as Hayward comes to bat, and she takes a first pitch swinging. Fly ball. Lex was playing in, makes a play. And one away. Peyton Nye comes to bat. She was hit by a pitch in her last at bat, and she'll take a strike from Chelsea Smith. Nye now quickly behind 0-2 as Chelsea paints the bottom of the zone. That one misses downstairs. And our count 1-2. Chelsea only with 2 strikeouts today, has really pitched better to contact. Thank you, Jackie. I don't need that. Strike 3, outer corner. And Nye goes down looking. And they're 2 away here. Fly ball for Miller, and that's out of play. 1 strike. Third strikeout of the game, that was for Chels. Chopped into the ground. Our count quickly 0-2. And the 0-2 coming up. That one stays high. Our count 1-2. Thank you, Reese. That ball had some movement on it, moves into the dirt. Our count 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one fouled back to the fence. That time Ish didn't move. And the count's still riding 2-2. That one outside. We're full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Chelsea loses Miller. Miller takes the base. Looks like we have a substitution here for Miller to run. And Jordan Steiger coming in to run. So Steiger comes in to run for Miller in the top of the 6th. With, I would guess, Miller re-entering to catch in the bottom half. Little flare. Jessie comes in and makes the play. We played 5.5. Lark still leading 5-0. Back after this.
Rabbit Ride, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dane Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska.
David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
And welcome back here as we're going into the bottom of the 6th, and Paige Biddle coming to bat. Paige 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run in the first, grounded into fielder's choice in the third. We're in the bottom of the 6th. And Gonzalez calling out what the defense wants to do. After that first inning of fireworks, Larks have been a little bit quiet. And that's on the ground back at Gonzalez. Gonzalez tosses over. And there's one away for Boo. Oh, check that. Jenna Schneider coming to hit. So Jenna will come in to hit in place of Boo. And Jenna first pitch swinging and popped out of play. 1 strike here for Jenna. That one too far outside. And our count 1 ball, 1 strike, even though Miller tried to frame it. Jenna looks at the strike, and the count 1 and 2. That one misses outside, and our count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jenna S, as she's known on the team. Jenna fouls it back to the fence. And our count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sun trying to peek back through. So we'll put the sunglasses back on. No, they're sunglasses. That. The 2-2 delivery from Gonzalez. Too far outside. And we're full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lots of Jennas on this softball team. Jenna G, Jenna S, and a Jenna R. Ball 4, Jenna works a count for the walk, and that'll bring up Chelsea. Chelsea singled, and then was tagged out in the double play. Chelsea showed bunt for a second and pulls it back. Pitch stays low. So Boo will come back in to run for Jenna. Or no, just going to coach. Take that back. And the bunt laid down, played in fair territory. And Jenna out at second. And this will come to bat. And 2 away. In the 6th. And this shoots one foul down the right field line. This fly ball right side, and that's played at the fence, though, by Allen. So we'll go to the top of the 7th. Larks lead 5-0 back after this.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from COCHRANVILLE, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
And welcome back to the City Ball Diamond. Coming in a pinch hit in the top of the 7th for the Cardinals is number 23, Kaylin Davis. Davis, 2 for 15 for a 133 batting average on the season. So Davis trying to start something for the Cardinals as they trail by 5. And that one downstairs in the dirt to Davis. There's a little flare out there, and Davis will have a base hit. And Davis aboard with the single. Big single for the Cardinals. That'll bring up Gray Holland. Looks like we're going to have someone come in and run for Davis. And Kinsley Sorrell coming in and run for Davis. So 1 out, none out, and a leadoff runner aboard. So Kinsley Sorrell coming in to run here for the Cardinals. In the top of the 7th, Gray Holland 0 for 2. A text, mow him down, Chelsea. Love Tacoma fans. So Chelsea has some Tacoma fans. And that one misses downstairs. 1 ball to Gray Holland. That one fouled back to the fence. And our count evens up at a ball and a strike. We're in the top of the 7th here. Larson Cardinals in this doubleheader. And the 1-1. That one stays a little bit high. And our count, 2 balls and 1 strike. That one stays downstairs and the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. And the walk issued, and 2 aboard now for the Cards, with Randy Marquez coming to bat, who's 0 for 2. That one stays downstairs, 1 ball. Chelsea struggling just a little bit, needs to settle down. Lark's in front, 5-0, top 7, 2 on, none out. That one stays high. And our count, 2 balls and no strikes. Head coach Andy Sharp heading out to talk to Chelsea, settle her down. As we're in the 7th. As I said, Lark baseball slated for action on Saturday, but keep tuning in. Weather may play a factor in that. We're on the backside of the bomb cyclone, as they're calling it, the second one. There's all kinds of snow west of us, northwest corner of Kansas and farther that way. Marquez ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. And Chelsea misses upstairs. And Chelsea struggling just a little bit now. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So back-to-back walks, and the sacks are loaded for Erica Reed. None away, top 7. And there's a strike from Chelsea. Breaks a long streak for Chelsea, 8 straight balls that she had fired off. That one fouled back to the fence, and Reed quickly behind 0-2. That one fouled back. And off of the umpire. And I'm not sure if that caught him in the mask or the top of the head. Count remaining 0-2. Looks like he's good. Just might have got him on the top of the head, just beyond the cage of his mask. Count's still 0-2 here. That one popped back and out of play. And we're still full, or we're still 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Larks with a fortunate break as Sorrell coming home. She's tagged out. 2-5-2, a double play for the Larks. And that brings up Derman. So two down. And Dermot takes a pitch on the lower half away, 1 ball. Sorrell came running home, even though first base was occupied, and got caught in a rundown. That one misses upstairs. Sadie with a good hang. Our count 2 balls, no strikes. Chelsea really beginning to labor here. Larks in front, 5-0. That one misses outside. And our count 3 balls, no strikes. There's a strike. Under count 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 away, 2 on, 2 outs for the Cardinals of Labette. That one fouled back to the fence, so we're full 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Derman quickly behind, and the walk issued. And the base is loaded again, and this time for Jalen Howard. Howard 0 for 2, drew a walk. As Chelsea struggling just a bit here in the 7th. Howard first pitch swinging, fouls it off and out of play on the left side. Oh, and 1 now. The 0-1. Derman wanted to go out, or excuse me, Hayward wanted to go after it. And the count 1 ball, 1 strike to Hayward. That one stays a little bit low. And our count 2-1. That's on the ground. Page will end the game by stepping on second base. Larks win game 1, 5-0. We'll be back with start of game 2 right here. Your final score from game 1, Larks 5, Cardinals 0.